Hello, and welcome back to the Calm and Connected podcast. Today we are talking about morning and evening routines, and we're not talking about it for our children. We are talking about it for us. So I started thinking about a morning and evening routine a couple of years ago. I was talking to a local businesswoman in Boston, and she was talking about just healthy habits and talking about, you have a morning routine, but you should also have an evening routine, a way that you settle yourself into bed, because that's part of, getting yourself ready, but also making sure that you stay grounded, reflecting on your day, and making sure that you're making healthy choices, doing healthy habits to help you. So maybe that's stretching at night, or maybe that is meditating at night, or reading a book at night. So there's lots of different things that you can integrate into your morning and evening routines. And what made me think about this topic was I was reading an article, and I think it was either People or Us Weekly, about Joanna Gaines of Fixer Upper fame. So she loves her shiplap. I don't really watch a lot of Fixer Upper, but I've seen her a lot in the magazines that I like to read when I'm sitting in the airport, like Us Weekly and People. So recently she was interviewed, and she was talking about something that she does daily to help herself stay grounded as a mom. So one of the things she does every day is she gets up early and goes and takes a walk without anybody else with her. She'll go and take a walk and, listen to a podcast or do whatever. And she goes by herself, and she's a mom of 5. She's running businesses, writing books, all sorts of stuff, but she's still taking a few moments out of her day to go and take care of herself, to make time for just her, to be able to do the things that she needs to do to help stay grounded and stay focused and be present and able to be with her family when they need her. That sounded pretty cool to me, and I thought to myself, well, if Joanna Gaines can do it, I think other people can do it too. Some people like to do a little bit of mindfulness. I love Insight Timer as an app. It has lots of different mindfulness and meditation scripts on there, and I love that you can search by how long they are. So, I don't meditate or do any mindfulness for very long. 5 to 10 minutes is usually what I do, but I like Insight Timer because they have ones that are perfect for the morning, or perfect for bedtime, perfect for a coffee break. There's other great apps out there, and I'll list a few down in the notes below. Listening to music is another one I think is a great strategy that you can use either in the morning or in the evening. Using music to get you waking up, to get you moving, to get you pumped for the day, and then music to help you settle and soothe and calm down at night. I personally like to watch a little bit of TV in the evening. I have a hard time turning my brain off, and so one thing that really helps me is escaping into nonsense TV or British TV shows. And then after a little bit, what I have found to be the most beneficial for me is to turn off the TV and then read a book or listen to a book before I actually end up turning off the light and going to bed. I need that sort of downtime without being on a screen before I go to sleep to really know. And I notice a difference in the morning when I do take that time to read before I go to bed, or take a break from a screen before I go to bed, because I spend a lot of my day on a screen. I like to listen to books, but I also like to listen to podcasts. And especially at night, I have certain times of day that I listen to certain types of podcasts. So during the day, I'll listen to business podcasts, I'll listen to kid podcasts, I'll listen to all sorts of podcasts. But at night, I want to listen to something that is relaxing and soothing and doesn't have anything to do with helping my kids or anything related to work. So I can really focus on trying to get ready to go to sleep. And another thing is gratitude. So Oprah actually talked all about gratitude. And she used to keep a gratitude journal for 10 years. She was keeping a gratitude journal back in 1996. And here are some of the things that she was grateful for then. A run around Florida's Fisher Island with a slight breeze that kept me cool. A long and hilarious chat with Gail about her blind date with Mr. Potato Head. Eating cold melon on a bench in the sun. What I find really interesting about this is, this was an article that was on Oprah.com, and it was all about how Oprah had sort of gotten away from her gratitude practice, and she was starting up OWN at this time, and she was really having a hard time being grateful and thankful in the moment and feeling very stressed out. And she said, It's not like I was any less busy in 1996. I wasn't. But what I was doing is taking a moment every day to focus on the good and to take a minute and be grateful. And so she said she started up that gratitude journal again, and it made a difference for her. So this is what she says. Recently, in the process of building a television network, I got so focused on the difficulty of that climb that I lost sight of being grateful for simply having a mountain to climb. Only when I began feeling gratitude for the opportunity to serve a new audience in a new way did a shift happen. Viewers started saying the most amazing things that aligned exactly with my vision of what OWN can be. If Oprah has found such a difference with gratitude, I say, why not give it a shot? What I also find interesting about what happened for Oprah is that, it's okay if you fall away from a habit. Don't beat yourself up about it. It happens. It happens a lot. And especially as we are raising kids, as we are working with kids, different seasons will mean different patterns of behavior. How the day goes during the summer and where I fit in exercise and where I fit in meditation during the summer is very different from how it looks when it's during the school year. And so we just have to keep that in mind. Where are our kids and how are we meeting up with their needs and their desires? Where are we in terms of work? How much work do we have to do? What time do we have to go to work? How much flexibility do we have in our days and our schedules? It all makes a difference for what we are doing. So my recommendation to you is to just find a morning routine and an evening routine that works for you right now and see how it goes. And you can always modify it. If it's not working for you, you can change it. It's your life. It's your routine. So if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't work for you, if it doesn't feel like it's helping, why not change it up a little and try something different? So that is my encouragement for you for the day. If you like this podcast, if you know somebody who needs to maybe set up their own morning and evening routines, please feel free to share it with them, a friend or a colleague. If you like this podcast, it would be really great if you could rate and review us. It's a great way to help us get found. And one last thing, please take a few moments, have a little fun, and take care of yourself. Have an awesome day.